Hello, my name's Tori Vanderdonk. I'm from Aegis Business Services and we're an accounting and bookkeeping firm on the outskirts of Brisbane. Today I'd like to give you a little bit of an update on how the JobKeeper program is going. You might be aware that the enrolment application form for the JobKeeper program went live on the ATO portal sneakily on Sunday, a couple of hours before it was due to go live. There were a few glitches, however. You could not enrol using a prediction for the April quarter, so that's the April to June quarter. And there were also issues with the business participants. Sole traders you could enrol for, but you couldn't enrol for business participants of a trust, a company, or a partnership. However, these issues have been fixed. The business participant was fixed yesterday, and the enrolling for a quarter forecast was fixed overnight last night. Remember, before you do enrol on the ATO portal, please ensure that you are actually eligible. There's not just the 30% turnover drop. There are other criteria. If you haven't looked at the proper criteria, please engage a tax professional. When you're filling that enrolment form in, you're actually signing a declaration to say that you are eligible and that you meet all those criteria. So please don't enrol until you are absolutely sure that you are eligible. There are severe penalties for making a false declaration there and claiming the JobKeeper when you're not actually eligible. Another point to note there, before you enrol, you're supposed to have employee nomination for notices returned by your employees. So if you think you're going to be eligible, you need to send all your eligible employees an employee nomination notice. They then fill this in to confirm that from their end that they are eligible. You might not know their circumstances. They may have another permanent role that they're getting JobKeeper for. They may be casual and have a permanent role, which makes them not eligible through you. So you must have all of those back returned before you enrol. You don't need to give these to the ATO. You need to keep them on file so that if the ATO does come knocking at a later date, you've got this information on file. Same with your eligibility. If you're working out the turnover test, you need to keep reports or evidence or how you worked this out, keep it on file, because if the ATO comes knocking at a later date, you need to have this information there. You can't just make it up just before they come along. You need to have it now. There's also released yesterday, I think, the business participant nomination form. In case that's similar to the employee nomination form, however, it's for trust beneficiaries who are not employees of the trust and they are active business participants. For company directors and shareholders, same thing, active business participants and not on payroll. And same with partners and a partnership, same deal, not on payroll and an active participant in the business. However, for each entity, you can only claim one of these business participants. They also need to fill in a form. So before you enrol on the ATO portal or your business portal or through your MyGov, you need to have this form filled in, signed, and then stored, either hard copy saved away in your filing cabinet or an electronic copy saved in your document storage. And the final thing, the alternative test for the turnover test. We're still waiting. I have heard some rumours that it's almost there and it may be released today, Thursday, or tomorrow, Friday. So fingers crossed that they actually release the alternative test. There's a lot of businesses waiting on it. So the alternative test might be where you're a relatively new business. So you might have only started trading in July last year. So of course you can't compare your turnover to March or April last year. You may have acquired another business. So your business has actually doubled or tripled in size because you've got 3 or 4 businesses joined together. The alternative test will help you with this. Well, we hope. We haven't seen the alternative test. We're still waiting with bated breath. We do hope it is released soon, because if you do qualify under the alternative test, then you will need to pay top-ups to your employees so that they've received $1,500 per JobKeeper fortnight. And by the 30th of April, you need to top them up, preferably by the 24th of April. That's tomorrow, Friday. That way you know for sure they're actually in the JobKeeper fortnight. And for April, the first two fortnights can be melded together. So you just need to pay $3,000 physically pay them by the date. So we're letting everyone know, go by the 24th of April, so you're definitely sure you're within the JobKeeper fortnight. But in some places on the ATO, they say by the 30th of April. Other places, they say by the 26th of April. So we're going to play it safe and try and make it by the 24th of April. So remember, is top up your eligible employees, get the forms signed and saved or stored in a good location, and make sure you're eligible before you register. That's my updates for today. I'm Tori from Aegis Business Services, Knowledge Support Guidance.